Time travel, one of humanity's oldest dreams. From H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to blockbuster films like Back to the Future, the concept of journeying back in time has captivated imaginations for centuries. But what if it's more than just fiction? Could we ever travel back in time? And, more importantly, how could it even work? Hey everyone, welcome to Larry's Vintage Videos, where we dive into the fascinating world of science, technology, and the universe itself. Today, we're tackling one of the most mind-bending questions in all of science. Is it possible to travel back in time? We'll look at some of the theories, the science behind them, and the strange paradoxes that arise when you try to make sense of time travel. Before we even start talking about how we could travel back in time, let's first get clear on what time actually is. Is time just a ticking clock? Or is it something far more mysterious?
All right, class. Today, we're diving into the fascinating concept of time as a dimension. In physics, we often treat time as a dimension, similar to the three dimensions of space.
You mean like length, width, and height?
Exactly. Think of time as the fourth dimension. In Einstein's theory of relativity, time isn't just a separate entity. It's intertwined with space to form what's known as space-time.
So, does that mean time can be manipulated like space?
In a way, yes. Factors like gravity and speed can have a profound effect on the flow of time. The universe is full of mysteries, and time is one of its greatest. As we continue our studies, you'll see just how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Wow, Professor Linden, that was mind-blowing.
Remember, the more we learn, the more questions we have. See you all next week.
So, time is not the same everywhere. It's relative. If you were traveling close to the speed of light, time would move differently for you than it would for someone standing still on Earth. But does that mean we could use this idea to travel backward in time? All right, let's dive into the science of time travel. The first theory we're going to explore is based on something Albert Einstein discovered in his theory of general relativity. General relativity tells us that massive objects, like stars or black holes, warp the fabric of space-time. The stronger the gravitational field, the more space-time is bent. This bending can, in theory, allow for time to move at different rates. It also suggests something else, that there could be closed time-like curves, paths in space-time that loop back on themselves. These loops, or closed time-like curves, could theoretically allow for a journey back to an earlier point in time. But there's a catch. Nobody knows for sure if these loops actually exist in the universe. Some physicists believe black holes, or objects called wormholes, might offer a shortcut through space-time that could connect different points in time. A wormhole is a theoretical tunnel that connects two distant parts of space-time. Imagine it like a shortcut through the fabric of the universe. If you could enter a wormhole and travel through it, you might pop out at an earlier time, or a later one. But here's the problem. We've never observed a stable wormhole, and even if one existed, it's unclear if we could survive the journey. And then there's the issue with black holes. These enormous regions in space have such strong gravitational forces that nothing, not even light, can escape once it crosses the event horizon, the point of no return. Some scientists believe that black holes might be connected to other parts of the universe or event different points in time. But we have no way of knowing what's actually inside one. And frankly, it's pretty dangerous to try and find out. Bottom line? While both wormholes and black holes are intriguing possibilities, we're still a long way from proving they could be practical gateways for time travel. Okay, so let's say time travel is possible. What happens when you go back in time? Could you change the past? And what are the consequences of doing so? One of the most famous paradoxes is the grandfather paradox. Imagine you travel back in time and accidentally prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. That would mean your parents were never born, which would mean you were never born, which creates a logical loop. So, How could you have gone back in time in the first place if you never existed? This paradox is one of the biggest challenges to the idea of time travel. Some physicists believe that the universe might prevent paradoxes from happening, either by not allowing time travel at all or by ensuring that events unfold in ways that avoid contradictions. Another theory is the many worlds interpretation. According to this idea, traveling back in time and changing something doesn't alter the past you came from. It just creates a new timeline or parallel universe. So, if you prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, it might just create a new version of reality, leaving your original timeline unaffected. Whether it's paradoxes or new timelines, time travel is full of mind-bending consequences, making it hard to see how we could actually do it without messing up everything we know. So, after all that, is time travel actually possible? Right now, there's no definitive answer. The science behind time travel is still largely theoretical, and while some ideas are grounded in real physics, like the possibility of wormholes or bending space-time, none of them are anywhere near ready for practical use. We may one day find a way to manipulate space-time or unlock some deep cosmic mystery that makes time travel possible. But for now, it's still the stuff of science fiction. That doesn't mean we should stop exploring the universe. After all, every great discovery started as a wild idea. So who knows? Maybe time travel will be something we crack in the future, or maybe not. But it's fun to imagine. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into time travel, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and let us know in the comments, would you want to travel back in time? Until next time, keep asking the big questions.